Hello and welcome everybody, this is Overcast. I am Frostee, and this is the 31st episode of Overcast. Hope you all are doing fantastic out there. Thank you for joining for another week in Overwatch news, and that is what I am here to bring you. My friend Chris Matrix is not able to make it because of me. It is actually my fault this week. I am going to be going out of town. My wife and I are going to Dallas, kind of a last minute thing. So I had to record on an off day, and Chris was not able to make it during the recording time, so I do apologize. And I'll apologize to Chris right here, as I've apologized to him already on the phone. So there we go. I'm sorry. He'll be back next week as we recap the latest in the Overwatch universe. So where are we at right now, though? Remember, on Twitter, you can follow us at Overcast Show. You can go to theovercastshow.blogspot.com. That is our blog page where you can find all of our show notes, links to the audio and video parts of this show. You can also go to frozenfoxradio.com. You can learn about our show here. You can learn about all the other shows in the Frozen Fox Radio Network. We've got a lot of good shows. We've got 4 of them right now going actively. Awesome stuff. Make sure you hit us up on our Facebook page. Also make sure, if you're listening to the audio version, that you leave us a good review if you're listening either on iTunes, Stitcher, or Podbean. And we appreciate all of you, either whether you are watching or whether you're listening. I'll just give you a little rundown of what I've been up to this week. I have been getting my school applications in. I'm a visiting student applicant right now at a few law schools, so I'm trying to head back out west, get to the Rocky Mountains again. I know my wife wants that. I want that. And I want to study intellectual property law. My school right now doesn't really offer much in the area of intellectual property, so I'm trying to get back out there. I've got applications in. They're all complete, finally. I've hammered everything out from the last couple weeks I was talking about, so now I'm just in that waiting mode. It's like I love it because I'm done, and I hate it because I'm going to wait. So it could be anywhere between tomorrow and like 6 weeks from now. So who knows what's going to go on with that. I've been trying to play the beta in the meantime. They have made a whole bunch of changes. They said there was going to be a small patch. It ended up being massive. We're going to be talking about that right here. And like I said, I'm going to be heading to Dallas, so it's going to be a little bit of a shorter show, but I am going to run down everything that happened this week. I wanted to make sure I got something out to all of you this week because so much stuff happened, and I couldn't just like walk away from it, right? I couldn't just deny the awesomeness that has happened. So, as I get into it, what has happened? Well, we got a new map this week. So Ilios is our new map. As you see, it is based in Greece, and it is a fantastic map. I mean, it's like it just came out of nowhere, right? It's like, what? This patch hits, and it just comes up out of nowhere and smacks us in the face. And it's a great control map. I've got a really broad outlying shot right there where you can see, how the map is very symmetrical, but it's also got a great feel right there along the coastline. It's a lot of fun to play in, and I've only gotten a couple matches in there so far, but I'm hoping that it will be an awesome map going forward. It's really neat to see these new things going out. Like, we didn't expect a map. Like, where did this come from? And it was just a trolling on the part of Blizzard. They said there was going to be like a small update. I think they said this was a small update, a little tiny update. And all of a sudden it's huge. It's like massive. Here comes a map. Let's just drop you a map right there in your lap. So that was it. We also got, of course, with the new patch, we got new skins and things like that. I'm going to show them off to you right here. We got some awesome skins for Bastion. This is his Steambot skin, as you'll see right here. And, I mean, you got kind of like the steampunk thing going on. There's also a wooden skin of him. And as the skins are going by in the background, you'll see that there's new Lucio ones. There's the Man of Mystery one for McCree. There's Soldier 76 has like a Evil Knievel one now. There's like a Mecho anime one for Farah. And there's also like you could say it's like for the Alliance for Reinhardt. It's Lionheart Reinhardt. And just some awesome skins. I mean, we knew that more skins were coming. I think a lot of people knew that the Farah one was coming, but a lot of these just kind of came out of nowhere. But I do like the Reinhardt one. I mean, I am an Alliance WoW player, so when I get to see things like that, I get a little bit excited. So, but it's really neat to see the game, continuing to get bigger and to get more artwork and more cool stuff. Now, this is the in-game stuff that I'm dropping on you right now. I mean, this isn't even the biggest stuff that happened this week. Got to take a little drink there. I'm getting too excited, right? Getting too excited. But not only did that happen this week, and we get new patch notes that I'm going to get to in a minute, but we also got blown up. Okay, Overwatch, with out of nowhere, it was like right after, of course, we posted the new episode and everything. Overwatch hits, and they say, "Hey, guess what? We're gonna launch. We have a date for you." Now, this was leaked kind of first on IGN, late at night here. On IGN, I started seeing some tweets about go to IGN and see what's going on over there. There's some crazy stuff going on. And so I head on over to IGN. There's nothing. There's no ads or anything on IGN's website. And I'm like, what is going on? So I go over to Twitter. People have got screenshots of ads saying when the launch day was going to be for Overwatch. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Go over and look at these screenshots. So I think it's like maybe it's a leak, maybe it's fake. What's going on? And when I went to IGN's website and there was no ads at all, I started to think, okay, something weird is going on here. There must be something behind it. Of course, the next day, Blizzard just runs with it, whether it was a leak or somebody at IGN got a little trigger happy with releasing stuff. I don't know. But it launches on the 24th. Our missions with Overwatch start on May 24th. Thank you very much, Blizzard, for giving us a release date. Not only did they give us a release date, they gave us a whole bunch of awesome stuff to go along with it. Like a lot of information, a lot of awesome stuff. I mean, giving us the release date, May 24th, is a huge thing. Don't get me wrong. So I kind of teased it a little, giving you the in-game stuff. Now I'm giving you the out-of-game stuff for a minute. So May 24th, that's when the game actually launches. The closed beta apparently will end sometime before May 3rd. And at May 3rd, if you pre-ordered the game already, you will have early access to the game. It'll be like kind of an early access beta. I'm assuming it's going to be kind of like that / stress test kind of thing in a way, because I'm sure because the numbers are going to be huge for that with the pre-orders and everything. Not only that, if you pre-order the game, you can bring a friend along with you into that early access. So it's like, what? Right? I already got my code. I ordered the collector's edition through GameStop when I was at BlizzCon. I already got the code for the early access day. They sent me a code in the email, so I was like, okay. Happened like the day of. It was like bam, right there. So I was pretty stoked about that. That will run, I think, until the 5th, and on the 5th through the 8th, the 5th through the 8th, they're going to have an early access beta where it's open. Anybody can just play it. Jeff Kaplan had a community update this week, and he was saying how people wanted to be able to play the game before they actually, bought the game or anything like that. And so this is your chance to actually play Overwatch before committing to buying it. And most people, like he said, are like, look, if I just get to play it, then I'm sold. You just let me play the game, and then I'm going to be sold in the game. That's it. So they've kind of appeased. This is kind of like the middle ground of, we didn't have we have a closed beta right now, trying to test out systems. They're going to go open beta, give everybody else the chance to get it, be able to play it before it actually comes out. People who already pre-ordered, you kind of get the extra bonus of being able to bring a friend with you and play even earlier in the open time. So even if you're not in the closed beta and you've already pre-ordered, you're going to get to play. And yeah, this is exciting times for Overwatch. And this is awesome, right? I mean, does it get any better than this? So there you go. There's the biggest news. I mean, like I said, I'm sorry that I kind of dragged you along a little bit. I'm known for that. If you listen to the Morgan's How, you know that I like to tease things and just say, oh, there's a new map and some new skins. By the way, we got a release date. So there you go. That's the biggest news. I'm going to run down some of the other patch notes that have happened, that they happened to release in this little tiny patch that happened. Just goodness, little patch. I'm starting to sweat now. Like, oh, man, Blizz is making me so excited. But anyway, we got Ilios. They did a career profile reset. So not your leveling, your actual progression in the game, and everything like that. Your matchmaking did not get reset. This is like your personal bests, all your stats and stuff like that are getting reset. I think there's going to be probably tracking a little bit different, so they're just wiping it. I mean, not to mention that progression probably will get wiped at one point or another, at least by the end of beta. Of course, it'll get wiped, so whatever. This is just the testing. I did notice when I was playing yesterday after the patch that my numbers, like all my statistics, they had the period. So it was like if I had so much healing. After a while, my average was like something thousand point whatever, instead of like just having a number with like a straight up number. So that was kind of interesting for some things that will be even better to be able to analyze. If you're getting portions of one or whatever, or it's just more precise, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Interesting stuff. They did do the map updates, the art updates. Numbani went in. Very interesting to see kind of where people kind of wanted to go. I think the Temple of Anubis, that, as we've predicted before, lots of people have predicted in the community, got a huge overhaul. They added another whole route to the second capture point, so now there's another way to get to that, should I call it the bastion, like the temple? When you get to the temple part, there's another way in. Not only that, but the opening at the front of the temple has been widened, so you don't have kind of like that little tiny hole you have to run through. It's a little bit bigger now. Thank you, right? Health pack placement across all maps has been adjusted to make it a lot easier. I noticed when I was playing yesterday, it was a lot quicker to get to a health pack when I needed it. So, payload sizes, those have also been adjusted to make sure that larger heroes can fit around them when they're in tight quarters without having to run into stuff. So that's good, right? Always good to be able to maneuver around the payload when it gets stuck in some corner. You don't want to, be boxed out. And let's see. They did some tweaks to play with AI, did some tweaks to the custom game. They added Zarya and Roadhog as AI opponents, so if you're looking to test against them in AI mode, go for it. Let's see. Like I said, I talked about the skins. They added a bunch of sprays. The signature, cheer, and taunt emote rewards are now available for all heroes, so now you can go across that over your heart's delight. This is one that's personal to me that happened, kind of a miscellaneous one. Mercy's voiceover got changed. They have a different voice actor playing her. It's a little bit different. I'm fine with it. This kind of happens anyway. Like, for example, if you played in the Heroes Alpha, you'll be familiar with the fact that like the voices for the map actors changed from time to time, and the music changed, things like that. So I wasn't really surprised that this happened. This is the reason they said Mercy has been recast for the English version of the game. When casting for Overwatch, we often try to find actors who are fluent in the character's native language. In the case of Mercy, we were able to find an actress that both captured the essence of the character and was able to speak German, which you'll be able to hear in this version. And it's fine. I love it. It is different and hard to get used to, but I still think it's great. I mean, you might think that I'd be upset about it, but it is what it is. I'm not surprised that this kind of thing happened, and it's fine. It sounds great still. And there's more lines, I think, if I remember right. So I'm happy with it. We'll get more in the future. All right. It's time to balance things out here with the hero balancing. So, Junkrat. Start with him. The Riptire. They gave it the huge explosion. They gave it the buff with health, and now the ultimate charge has been increased by 25%. Or the ultimate charge cost. Sorry, has been increased by 25%, and that means that of course you won't be able to use it as much. A little bit of nerf, so now you can't use it as fast. Kind of cool, right? For people that are going against him. Lucio, they kind of flip-flopped. His health now is up to 200, and they reduced the damage of his sonic amplifier and the size of the projectile as well. So got to be a little bit more accurate. Doesn't do as much damage. The ultimate charge cost of Sound Barrier, though, was increased by 25%. So the goal is to let Lucio be different, a difficult support to kill, reduces combat effectiveness, and make him a good duelist. We also felt he'd activate his Sound Barrier too frequently considering its impact, so they adjusted the ultimate cost. Kind of interesting thing. Wonder what Chris thinks about that. We'll find about that next week. They did some changes to Mei as well, trying to make sure that she is kind of more balanced, of course. The Endothermic Blaster. Alternative fire projectile speed was increased by 50%. Fire rate increased by 25%, and the ammunition cost was reduced from 40 to 25. So they said, in an ideal world, Mei is selected for control and resilience rather than her damage output. That said, we felt that there was still room to give her more consistent damage without compromising these goals. Goodness gracious, I cannot talk today. These changes are pretty significant, and so we'll be watching the impact closely. I would look for them to be continually tweaking her. They've been tweaking Mei about every patch, so trying to find a good spot with her. Last one is with Orb of Harmony with Zenyatta. The Orb of Harmony and Orb of Discord are no longer stacked with each other. And Transcendence, the ultimate charge cost, was increased by 25%, just because it's so powerful. They wanted to make sure that he wasn't activating too frequently and too much of an impact in the game with that. So, with that said, that's pretty much a rundown of everything that happened this week. The Fast, the Furious, there you go. That is Overwatch news for the week for you. I didn't get to see any questions in the Ask Overcast. I'm recording this in the middle of the week, so I haven't really been able to give everybody a chance to get in. So I do apologize. We will be back to our normal schedule starting next Saturday when I'll be back in town. So that'll be great to have. Chris will be able to be back with me. Like I said, it's kind of weird. Going to be heading to Dallas. It's kind of, we didn't know for sure if it was going to happen or not until kind of the last minute, and it went ahead. So I had to just jump on it and make sure I get something to you this week. I mean, we got the release date. We got this huge patch. We got a new map, new skins. With all this stuff, I could not just skip the week. I was too excited. So I hope everybody's excited about this. If you haven't pre-ordered the game, make sure you get in there and pre-order. There was another wave of invites just last night. We've been talking about it. I think there was one. I can't remember if there's two this week or not, but there was one yesterday. So there's already been one this week, which is like this. They just keep coming. People just keep bringing people in. I think part of that is we saw Jeff in the community update talking about them trying to scale up their server testing and things like that. And I think as they try to scale the server testing up, they continue to bring more people in, and that's where we keep going with it. So we continue to see more waves. I'm expecting at this point that we'll continue to see even more if that's their goal. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure you've got your beta profile. Check how many times we've said it on the show. Just make sure you have that little box checked. There's a chance you get into beta. You guarantee your spot by going and pre-ordering the game right now. And just to let you know, you pre-order the game, you get in early too, like I said. And you can bring a friend. So if you're trying to convince a friend to play with you when you get Overwatch, this is your way to do it. Because Overwatch is best played with friends. And especially if you have a team of friends, it's even better that way. Because, like we've talked about before, communication, everything like that, as the way to be. So Overwatch is best played with friends. I think Jeff said it the best. Anyway, that's it for this week for me, for Overcast. Thank you for joining. Remember, you can follow on Twitter at Overcast Show. You can go to the website, which is theovercastshow.blogspot.com. If you want to learn about this and all the other shows that the Frozen Fox Radio Network has to offer, go to frozenfoxradio.com. We've got 4 current shows, no matter what you like, whether it's just gaming, Overwatch, World of Warcraft, Heroes of the Storm, we got it all. Go to our Facebook page. Thank you for listening to the audio version on iTunes, Stitcher, or Podbean, or watching the video version if you're on YouTube right now. Thank you very much. Please subscribe. Give me the thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you think about the show. We will continue to improve it as time goes on. But this is the 31st episode of Overcast, so thank you very much for sticking with us. Another fantastic week. A super exciting week in Overwatch. I don't know what it can get more exciting. I mean, we've got the release date now. Are they going to drop any more maps on us? I don't think they're going to drop any more heroes on us before the launch. We got a couple months now before launch. They've got everything to where they're balancing it out pretty well. They're doing some experiments with some heroes, trying to make sure it's all good to go. So I don't see them dropping any more heroes. I really wouldn't think they would. They haven't hinted at it at all. But this map came out of nowhere. I had no idea. I mean, I was completely blindsided. I don't know if maybe my finger got off the pulse of Overwatch for a little bit because we've been doing some other stuff. And Chris is busy, the Division and all that. And go check out his stream, by the way. It's awesome. So with all that, I mean, are we going to have any more? I don't know if we're going to have any more maps or big announcements like that before. I mean, I didn't expect this because I thought we were so close that it wasn't going to happen. But now they're like, here you go. So anything can happen in the world of Overwatch. So make sure you continue to stay right here. Every week we'll be posting our episodes here with Overcast. So thank you again for joining for the 31st episode of Overcast. I'm Frosty, and I will see you on the flip side.